Houston Dynamo. That's the team I love and support, for better or for worse. If this is your first time listening, welcome to Keeping Tabs. I'm your host, Colin. I love soccer, I'm Houston forever, and even though I love the Dynamo, I cannot ignore the fact that I get abused in this relationship. Like a lot. I guess it's just the beauty of supporting La Naranja. Hey, no, wrong Naranja. Hey, get the right one up there. Get it. Yes, there we go. La Naranja. Leaving all jokes aside, let's jump into the meat and grease of this episode. San Jose Earthquakes. Alright, I've had enough. No more Mr. Nice Guy, no more funny business. Heading into the match, the Dynamo actually led the series between San Jose, which, by all accounts, is pretty rare for a Dynamo to lead a series against any MLS team, considering the seasons we've had in the past. But moving on, the Dynamo are 15-9-4 all-time with San Jose heading into the match. However, the Dynamo were entering relatively poor form going into the match as well, having won just one in their last 7 and dropping points to Charlotte FC at home. I mean, let's be honest, Charlotte is alright, I guess, but considering they had yet to win an away game prior to winning at PNC Stadium, I think the Dynamo could have done a little better. After falling 2-1 to the expansion side, hope was gloomy, to say the least. Well, for what it's worth, Fafa at least scored. After what's been a pretty underwhelming season for the winger, with only 3 goals and 1 assist at the time of the defeat to Charlotte, and after all these eluding rumors of Mexican teams knocking on Fafa's door, this goal could maybe be good for his confidence. I don't know. Let's take a look. So, since his goal against Charlotte, he's since played in all 3 following games and has 284 minutes and has gotten in plenty of dangerous spots and has started in all 3 games and has only gotten 1 assist. Yikes. That's the Fafa we all know and love. I mean, for as good as positions this man gets in, he should be getting an assist a game at least. He's the Gazelle, sure, but what good is pace if there's no end product? You can literally look up choke in the dictionary and a picture of Fafa would show up. Okay, now that my daily dose of Fafa ranting is taken care of, let's dive into Sunday's nail-biting clash between the almighty Dynamo versus the legendary San Jose in the battle of who falls to last place? Okay, maybe it's not your matchup of the day, but perhaps good soccer can be played. Wrong. All the goals are basically just bad defense and giveaways. I mean, who cares about a game like that anyways? My 3-year-old nephew's summer league plays better soccer. Oh my god, what a goal! That's not a goal, that's a golazo! Ballon d'Or, build him a statue! Calm yourself. 30 minutes before the match, we get the lineup. Mostly a strong lineup, honestly. However, it was missing our $4.5 million signing striker, who was second on the team in goals with 6, and also he will be coming off the bench for the 2nd time in a row. Maybe that's due to the fatigue, maybe that's due to not being 100%, maybe it's due to low production over the past few games. I don't know. He's coming off the bench. We'll find out. Arguably, another player missing from the lineup is Brazilian right back Zeca, who came from the 2nd division of Brazil and has earned that starting role, I'd say. Personally, I prefer Griffin Dorsey over him. He's taller and more physically built, he can win headers, he can win physical battles, and in all honesty, they're at around the same level, but I would prefer Griffin Dorsey anyways, and luckily he's in the starting lineup. Now let's go to the starting lineup. No surprise to me, and it should be, honestly, no surprise to anybody, Clark remains in goal. Funny enough, I've been seeing people comment under posts calling for Michael Nelson to start, and saying this and saying that. Guys, Clark is a featured veteran. He's been in 2 MLS Cup finals. He is a big reason as to why we're doing as good as we are, relative to seasons in the past, of course. He's been mostly solid all season. However, the 36-year-old is looking to bounce back after his worst performance of the season against Austin, where he was far from perfect. To his credit, no one was impressive in that match, sure, but Clark had a couple of stinkers. The back line consisted of Lundy at left back, who is having probably his best season as a Dynamo player, already having 5 assists, and he's looking for more. Parker and Adibi partner up to anchor that back line and make that defense solid, and those are our 2 best center backs. They have a pretty good chemistry, and I think that's all due to the fact that their playstyles really complement each other. Parker's a guy that can stay behind the ball, stay behind the back line, really anchor that defense sitting furthest back, while Adibi's a guy that can play with the ball. He likes to have the ball at his feet. He likes to dribble forward. He can make plays. He can make runs. He can score goals. Honestly, their playstyles really do work well together. Like I mentioned earlier, Dorsey gets the nod at right back, who is taking over for a very fatigued and honestly very tired Zeka, who is getting a much needed rest. Herrera, Vera, and Carrasquilla man the middle of the pitch, with Quintero as a false 9, flanked by the rookie Thor on the left and veteran Fafa on the right. Apart from Ferreira and Zeka on the bench, we do have our strongest lineup on the field, most notably with Hector Herrera earning his first MLS start. The Dynamo finally have their ace on the field to start a match. Herrera will look to tremble the earthquakes. Game on. San Jose gets the first bit of action when Steve Clark is forced to make a save in the 12th minute. Tim Parker gets caught way too far up the field, and the right flank is just left right open. A good pass in the middle finds a San Jose attacker who does well to get a shot off, but Clark is there. Lundy is there to scrape up the rebound and bombs it up the field. Now, I've been really impressed with Lundy's defense all this season. I feel like under Tab Ramos, our fullbacks were just not given the proper love when marking up the game plans, and the outside backs were pretty uninvolved in the attack and really weren't given any freedom to roam around or get in behind the defense. The point is that under Nakamura, Lundy's been pretty excellent, already having 5 assists this season like I mentioned earlier. The Dynamo go the other way in the 16th minute, starting from the feet of Hector Herrera. A driven cross in the middle finds the head of a DB who just isn't able to put it on target, but the Dynamo are doing well to put pressure on San Jose, and they're showing signs that they are not content on just playing defense, and they're showing that they can also play a little attack as well. A giveaway from the Dynamo in the San Jose half has the Dynamo getting caught in transition, and Parker is sent to the books in the 27th minute from overall a pretty silly foul close to the box. There was really no need for Parker to foul the player. The ball was hit with way too much pace for the San Jose attacker to reach it, and also Steve Clark was on top of it. Unfortunately, that's sort of the theme with Parker. Unnecessary fouls and early yellow cards are his specialty. Vera, with nothing less than a Vera play, gets to follow Parker into the books as he sumo slams a San Jose attacker to the ground right before half. Using the same logic I used with the Parker foul, it's really not necessary, and you'll always get a yellow for this type of infringement. These types of fouls are pretty common for Matias Vera, however. With the Argentinian midfielder having a salary of nearly $750K and taking up a precious international slot, I do wonder at times if we still require his services. The first half ends 0-0 with really neither side able to get a clear opportunity for goal. Nagamura heads into the locker room positive, as not being down at half away from home is clearly a positive for the Dynamo. Early in the second half, at the 48th minute, Thor picks up the ball at the edge of the box and plays in Coco, and he is able to then one-touch a pass great to Dorsey. In the end, Dorsey's shot is off the post and ends up in the goal kick, but this is probably the best chance all night from either team. In my opinion, Griffin does really well to get into a dangerous position high up the field and gets a good chance on goal. We haven't really seen that from Zeka, at least shots on goal, that is. I'm looking for more. Following a set piece from a dangerous area, San Jose take the 1-0 lead in the 53rd minute. The cross looks to be going out, and Clark thought so as well, as he is planted to the ground. And as the ball jumps off the crossbar, he can do nothing but watch as the San Jose attacker shoots the ball in the back of the net. Do I blame Clark, who should have claimed the ball in the air? Do I blame Dorsey, who lost his marker and was caught ball watching? I don't know. Who do you blame? Personally, I think it's more on Clark's fault. As a goalkeeper, you really should be almost expecting that ball to stay into play. And because he didn't, Clark could do nothing but hope the ball was shot right at him. Not the easiest of goals to defend for Clark, but certainly one he could have done better on. Dynamo down 1-0 early in the second half. Plenty of game to be played. In the 56th minute, a ball is played to Fafa, who is unmarked on the right side. He opts for a very low variant shot at the near post that JT Marcinkowski is able to save. Now, I'm no professional, but it looks to me that Fafa should have instead crossed the ball to a Coco that has beaten his marker and is free inside the box. But then again, what do I know? In the 71st minute, Fafa Picault has his best play of the game and frankly his best play since his brace against Inter Miami early on in the season. Fafa sees the defender take a bad touch and runs to steal the ball behind. Fafa's patience allows him to see an open Cebus who slots in the ball to the corner. 1-1. This goal is great for Cebus, honestly. Since going on a dry spell of goals, you can imagine he has to be starving for more. He receives the ball with a defender on his back and a goalie rushing to him, and he still has the confidence to calmly slot the ball safely in the corner. Chef's kiss. Really happy for him, and I hope he can build on that. Fafa with the second assist of the season, and Cebus with the 7th goal of the season. Let's go. A lapse of concentration from the Dynamo finds him in a pretty sticky situation not too long after our equalizer. Herrera, of all people, with his first bad play in a Dynamo jersey, gives the ball up in a terrible position. A ball is played at Babase in the 18-yard box facing an open goal, and Tim Parker, the man, the myth, the legend, Timmy, comes sliding in to block the shot off the line. This play was really impressive. You can see in the video the awareness of Parker to realize that he needs to get on the line. He wastes absolutely no time after the ball was given away and makes a sliding tackle to preserve the Dynamo's tie. Honestly, if Houston goes down 2-1 here in the 74th minute, we lose. I promise. This save was huge and it really gave momentum to the Dynamo. Yet another sloppy giveaway from San Jose leads to Darwin Quintero finding Thor inside the box. The 4th overall pick in the 2022 Super Draft makes a nifty move to his left to evade the defender and absolutely lasers the ball through the legs of a San Jose player into the side netting for his 4th goal of the season and his 2nd in 2 games. I've been super impressed with Thor. He's only one of 2 players, Mimo being the other, that has played every single game under Nagamura. He started the season pretty slow, taking 13 matches to score his first goal, which was against LA Galaxy. However, since he broke the duck, he's been on absolute fire and is making a serious case for Rookie of the Year, trailing just behind Ben Bender of Charlotte FC. Thor is having just about as good of a season as you can ask for, and the best rookie for the Dynamo since that Will Bruin season in 2014. You can't really ask for much more. And with that, that's game. The Dynamo prevailed 2-1 for a comeback win over the San Jose Earthquakes. This 2-1 win marks the first time the Dynamo have won an away match while scoring fewer than 3 goals since the start of 2018. And as well as for the first time, the Dynamo have won 3 games in a single season since 2012. Yes, you heard me correctly. Thanks, Matt Jordan. This Dynamo team was set up perfectly against San Jose. Nagamura structured the team so that they would pressure the defense, who they know will try to play at the back. And luckily for us, that resulted in 2 of our goals. With this win, the Dynamo now sit 11th in the Western Conference, just 6 points away from 4th, and only 2 points away from the 7th. Look, I'm not saying we'll make the playoffs, but there is a scary chance now. If the Dynamo are able to string together a couple of good results, there's a good possibility we can make a push for that last playoff spot. One can dream at least. Well, that's going to be the end of the episode. Thanks for listening. If you like that type of content and you want to see more, hit that like button. And hey, while you're down there, hit that subscribe button. This has been Colin with Keeping Tabs. Make sure to keep your tabs, and I'll see you next time. Peace.